Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I've been busy selling homes left and right.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Drake Merritt, St. Louis realtor and official sponsor of Let's Get Comfortable. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, I'm the go-to guy in STL. Call me today at 314-517-5565. Use promo code Papa's Got a Brand New Bag.
That is a direct ode to our friends at We Are Live, 590 The Fan, and InsideSTL.com. That was their outro song every day. And one day I finally texted it into Denman, and I was like, that's literally the greatest song I've ever heard. I have to know what that is, and I have to play it on the show. So there it is, ode to We Are Live.
You know, if we had to pay any royalties to Casey and the Sunshine Band, to Chris, to Travis, we will.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We will. And I mean, at a certain rate, obviously. But no, that was great. I've heard that song, but I could not have pinpointed who that was.
Still awesome.
Fantastic.
You know what? I'm feeling that Cockburns
It gets you, brother.
that we chugged.
Oh, just wait. It just keeps burning. Yeah.
It's going to sneak right up.
Oh, yeah.
Pat, now would be a good time for us to dive into a segment that we like to call Three Questions.
It's a great segment, by the way.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I know I got some questions for you. So why don't I kick it off?
And you know that I have some questions for you.
In your head.
I probably will just dig up from the files.
That's fine. That's fine. First question here, Pat. Two-parter.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Bakos? And if you have, how awesome is it that people have created Bakos? If you don't, you will when I describe them. Can you guess what they are?
Does it have anything to do with bacon?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a fake bacon?
It's those shaker bacon bits that go over salads. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've used this before. First off, Jim, thank you for the question.
Of course.
What was the second part? What do I feel about them? What do I think of them? Have I?
Let me. The second part was, how awesome is it that as humans we came up with a bacon shaker to pour over salads, because that's how far bacon has come in this country.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's extremely awesome. It's funny that you say that because I haven't used Bakos in a while. I guess for some reason I thought it was called bacon bits.
See, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But apparently the technical term, kind of like Q-tips.
Kleenex.
Yeah. Everyone calls a Q-tip, but really they're like different brands, like Equate.
Cotton swab on a stick.
Yeah.
No, Bakos. There was a period of our family's time, probably about 10, 15 years ago, where I put Bakos, to be honest with you, on just about everything. To the point that I'm a little disappointed that I didn't remember what it exactly was. I knew it was some sort of cousin of bacon. No, Bakos is great. It really is the pinnacle of American superiority in my mind. It's like, well, the only thing that would make the cereal better is if we just sprinkle bacon on it and
Exactly.
and put chocolate milk in instead of regular milk.
And just get her done.
More sugar cereal. Like, it's just like, it's the epitome of what we've become.
Of course.
And some of that's really regrettable, and some of it is really beautiful.
I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm taking my afternoon nap in my car as a salesman, of course,
Sure.
And I look over.
Because that's what you do.
Because that's what they do, And I look over and I see a full 53-foot van, tractor trailer, and it has Bakos on it, and it's got a giant picture of the bacon bits being shaken onto a salad. And I sat there and thought to myself, that is incredible. That not only that company, somebody created bacon bits that you shake over a salad, but that company has also made enough money to where they can buy their own trucks and trailers and slap a giant sticker on the side, on the entire side of the trailer, that has bacon bits on it.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
And the bastard cousin is the Oscar Mayer microwave ready bacon, which is really just kind of an insult. I'd almost rather just put Bacos on something, but we've just come to the point that you can either microwave bacon in 30 seconds or dry freeze it, dehydrate it, whatever, and just sprinkle it on whatever you want.
Right. A Let's Get Comfortable news alert. Just like to throw it out there that I just received a text message from A1 Mark Kling, father of Andrew Kling, friend and Smet Jesuit alumnus of 06.
Good man.
Mark would like to be on the show. I described to him that we are pressed for time. However, he said 2 minutes. We can hold him to 2 minutes. Not right this second, but maybe towards the end of the show, if we got enough time, we'll get him in there. So anyway, Bacos. That's what I got for you. What do you got for me?
So we talked about our respective spring break destinations. You went to Phoenix, I went to Florida. If you could choose one vacation destination, where would you pick and why?
Interesting. Well, first of all, Pat, I got to say, thank you for the question.
And I have to say, and I would like to say, that you're welcome.
So, I would pick one of these two places.
Okay.
I would love to go to Italy and visit my friend Stefano, who's in Italy. We were almost going to do that for my honeymoon, and that's a long story.
What are you doing for your honeymoon now?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
But that's where we were supposed to go, and it all fell through. So that would be one place I'd like to go. Mm-hmm. The other place, Pat, if I had to just like take a vacation tomorrow, and it was in the U.S., I'd go to Denver, or I'd go to Colorado, because I've never been to the state of Colorado. You know this.
I know.
I've never been. I would love to do that.
And as your co-host and friend, I just, and your reverend, literally like certified reverend.
Yeah.
I'm fucking disappointed.
I've never been. I've never had the luxury.
I'm gonna get you there.
I hope that when I do go, it's with you, because
I hope that we can plan that. Yeah,
we will.
Yeah, I don't want some weirdo being like, "Come to Denver, Jim," and you're like, "Oh, Pat, I gotta go to Denver. I gotta go see this guy."
It will be with you.
Thank you.
Because I know that you're going to be able to show me the real stuff to do.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's everything about it's worth it.
I'd love to go. So yeah, that would be mine.
Well, thank you for the answer. I appreciate
Well,
that.
where would yours be? If you only one.
Only one. Well, thank you for throwing it back. And
Sure.
I'm going to sound really conceited, and if you dish it, I totally get it, and I'll take it. My numero uno this time last year was Ireland, and we went.
Oh yeah.
And that literally was a dream trip for me. When we left, I teared up like a baby. I literally did.
It was that good, huh?
My family laughed at me. They're like, "You are way too like connected to this country that you've never been to, and you claim you have more of a connection to genetically than you actually do." It's like, whatever. It's my namesake. F you.
Yeah.
So if I could pick another spot to go, I'm gonna go 1A 1B here.
Okay.
In this country, I've never been to San Francisco.
I have.
I would love to go to. I know you've been to AT&T, right?
Yeah, when we had Larry Walker.
Right. Yeah, you told me that story.
Yeah.
I would love to go to San Francisco and see a Cardinals-Giants game, just because the baseball homer in me. And then I think internationally, since I've been to Ireland, I think I'd love to see Germany. To be honest.
Me too. See, that was part of my.
There's just so much.
Think about how unreal that honeymoon would have been. We were going to go to Germany for Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
For a week, and then go over to Italy. I would have solved both of my,
That's exactly it. I would want to go to Germany. I want to go to Munich for Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
That's exact.
It's incredible.
I would go with you as your reverend.
Damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that was a great question, Pat.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What do you got? My next question, I already know it. I don't need to look at it. Pat, why did you choose Denver as your university to go to?
Oh, well, it's funny that you asked me that question, Jim, because you just asked me about Colorado, and I don't know, what a very serendipitous.
Oh, yes. Very well
Got
done.
it back!
Very well done.
What a very serendipitous way to swing into it.
Yeah.
I think I can answer this pretty plain and simple and thoroughly, but I'll try to keep it short. So I applied to 10 schools. I did that Common App that we were able to do. And long story short, I had a high GPA and I had an average ACT. Okay? Like most people, I guess at DeSmet, some people at DeSmet did, whatever. My parents were like, well, you should do the Common App. And like, you have a high ACT, you got these few honors classes, like just, you have a bunch of extracurriculars, throw yourself out there, cast your net out, see what happens. Out of the 10 schools, I got into 5. And I got waitlisted on a few, like WashU, Boston College.
Oh.
I don't think Notre Dame. Anyways, so of those schools, the 4 out of the 5 were, I know, SLU, Mizzou. I don't remember what the 5th was. SLU, Mizzou, Miami of Ohio, and University of Denver. I decided, okay, well, 2 are out of state, 2 are in state, 1's in the city. Do you want to be in the state or not? Decided no. So that cut that out. I said, I want to get out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then it came down to Miami of Ohio, a very good school.
Sure.
University of Denver, very good school. So I remember this. I sat down with my dad's dad, who is kind of a college guru, and he said, he drew out, like, because he's old school, like a manual Excel sheet. It was like columns and rows of like size of school, location, Greek life, average GPA, class size, like all this shit.
Sure.
And he said, go through this list and check off what applies to each school better, one by one. And the school that has the most checkoffs will be the one that you should choose.
Sure.
Well, at the end of the day, they're both very, very close. But what honestly did it for me...
This Cockburns is really getting to us.
What did it in for me was 2 things. One, University of Denver offered me a much better scholarship.
Nice.
Academic scholarship. They basically, for my 4 years of tuition, the scholarship equated that it would take off a whole year's worth of tuition.
Well, perfect.
Number 2 was...
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Pretty much. And the second thing was the location. Miami of Ohio, great school. My little sister went there. I've been there a few times. Awesome town.
Yeah.
Oxford's awesome. And she had a great time there. It's in cornfields. Like, you drive through cornfields in Ohio.
Oh, dude, I've been there.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you have Denver.
Yeah.
That's not even, like, comparably close.
Right.
So when those 2 things happened, I just decided, you know what? And then on top of all that, my family's familiar with skiing in that area. I have an uncle out there. I'm like, I can make this work.
Totally.
And if it doesn't, I'll transfer somewhere else.
Sure.
When I decided to become a journalism major, quick side note, not side story. At the end of my sophomore year, everybody was like, well, you should transfer to Mizzou. It's a great, and I almost did.
Right.
I was very close, but then I was like, I have friends here, and like, I'm in Colorado.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a place where people dream to live.
Yeah.
I got to see this through.
For
And so
sure.
I did. So,
That's good.
yeah.
I know plenty of people. My best girl friend, Liz Segrist, journalism major coming out of St. Joe. Mm-hmm. And same thing. She was like, I just wanted to get out. She went to South Carolina, and she has a place in Hilton Head, her parents do, or whatever. And so she was just like, I love South Carolina. I wanted to get out. And I'm like, yeah, but you're doing journalism. Like, why would you not go to the #1 journalism school in the country? It's right fucking here in our state. She just wanted to get out. So I totally understand that. Yeah.
And I'll say this. I'll say one more thing. I feel very, very glad that I got out. It's a blessing and a curse, though. Like I got out, and you remember this when I moved back. I got out for a while. I came back in the summer a couple times, be back for the holidays, but as I got older there, I just stayed out there. When I came back to St. Louis, I was like an old outsider or insider looking out, so to speak, and had to kind of reintegrate myself to a very close-knit town.
Yeah.
So while I feel glad that I did because it gave me a different perspective on things, and it all worked out, I feel super integrated now. I'm glad I did it, but I look at like guys like you that went to even Mizzou, and it's cool because you have you have this broader network, right? And you still have like that close inner bubble, so to speak.
Sure.
It's a win-win either way. It's what I tell people, like especially since I work at the cement. It's like, do what's right for you. If you have the chance to get out, get out. You're probably going to come back.
Yeah.
And if you don't and you go somewhere else, you're going to be okay too.
It takes leaving St. Louis to realize how awesome St. Louis is. And that's exactly, you did it. I did it for a year, and look what I did. I mean, I transferred to Mizzou, but granted, my reasons were different. I mean, I was playing lacrosse. I got hurt. My whole family went to Mizzou. The Cardinals won the fucking World Series while I was away. It was like all these things that, I had a brother that was at Mizzou and friends in a fraternity and blah, 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 blah. I had a lot of reasons pulling me back. But I think even without those reasons, I probably still would have came back. Because you realize how awesome St. Louis is when you're gone. Like people, there is a people who don't live here and haven't been here. There's an outsider's perception of St. Louis. Second largest dangerous city in the country. Ferguson. Blah, blah. I mean, dude, we were in Gulf Shores on vacation. We met a couple. Oh, we're from St. Louis. And they're like, how far are you from Ferguson? Like, that was the first thing. Actually, what they said was, and were you in those tornadoes in Joplin? Like, that's what people think of us. Like, people from Alabama, whatever. I mean, whatever. So, anyway, the point of the question was, why did you go to school? I went to school at Wittenberg in Springfield, Ohio, on a lacrosse scholarship. Had I gotten I didn't even get into Mizzou. My ACT was only like a 23. At Mizzou had raised it to 24 to get in. And so I didn't get in. Or else I probably would have skipped lacrosse and said, fuck that, I'm just going. Anyway, went and played lacrosse, transferred after a year. So I don't regret it. I got to do the small school thing, and then I got to do the big school thing and the fraternity and all that stuff. And here we are.
Like I said, I think that anybody who goes in any route, it's going to be what you make of it, and you're going to be fine either way. So,
yeah.
Thank you for answering, because I hadn't really thrown it back to you.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. You got another one?
I do.
Maybe we do one more, and then we get Mark on here for 2 minutes.
I like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull it up. I'm.
Right, that's okay.
Here we go. If you could be in a movie of your choice, movies that have come out, obviously, which movie would you choose, and what character would you play?
Like a movie that was already made?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, not like a hypothetical one. Like, think of any movie. And what character would you like? And the movie still begins and ends the same way, but like you're like, man, that would have been such a fun role to play.
That's a wonderful question.
Thank you.
Whew. Boy,
it's such a broad question too. I apologize.
It's okay. I have the answer. First of all, thank you for the question.
And you're welcome.
Have you ever seen the movie Blank Check?
Oh,
it's with a little kid, and Sinbad is his limo driver.
I can tell you what, if I have seen it, it's not been in a long time.
Okay. I don't know how the hell I just pulled this out of my ass.
Oh my God.
But the premise of this movie is it's this little kid who, God, I can't remember how he gets the blank check, but he basically writes this blank check out for like $1 million or whatever. And so he gets this mansion, and he builds a water slide out of his room on the top floor into a pool and is outside. He's got a go-kart track, around like his backyard. Mm-hmm. He does all this cool ass shit. He's got a limo with a limo driver, and he eats like ice cream out of a gallon bucket of shit.
Yeah.
I would want to live out that movie as a kid.
That's a beautiful answer.
I don't know how I just pulled that out of my ass. Like, you'd think I'd be like, oh, I want to be in some movie where he's got chicks and strippers and shit all over,
right.
you know, shit like that. I think that would be that movie.
Man, that's a good answer.
What about you?
I'm going to ad-lib because I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on in my mind while you're answering that. I think of my favorite movies, I would want to be Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to like go through all that stress of like traveling through time and have to like make out with my mom and shit.
Ew.
I want to be Batman in The Dark Knight. Well, yeah, but I also don't want to be like stabbed and shot and like kicked down and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know.
You know who you could be, Pat?
Who could I be?
You could be Tom Hanks as the manager in A League of Their Own.
There's no crying in baseball.
Yes, that would be perfect. You would crush that role.
I would like that. I would like a harmless.
What if you were Rosenbagger from Rookie of the Year?
I was actually thinking Rudy.
Oh fuck, Rudy would. Dude, that's my favorite. Rudy and Tommy Boy are my favorite movies.
I mean,
I might have done Rudy. Fuck, I didn't even think about that.
Rudy
Shit.
for me, I never played football. Okay, so I can't say I'm Rudy, but I had a Rudy moment in high school. This is why DeSmet changed me. I'm not a good runner, but I was a runner in high school. This is the Rudy for cross country track runners. I'll just be honest. For anybody who listens to this, I struggled to break 6 minutes in a mile, which for a JV varsity level runner is easy.
Oh.
Okay. Now, common folk our age are like, wow, 6 minutes is really good. But back when you're that age, when you're 17, 18, no. So I'm a junior, and this time 12 years ago, I'm training for that. And as my good friend of this day, who lives in New York, Ben Famous, class of 2005, told me, he was to drive me to school because he was in Glendale. He'd pick me up. We'd go to school. He said, I'm going to pace you for this race at DeSmet. You're gonna hit your time. And I'm like, I've never hit it. I'm not going to hit it.
Yeah.
He said, you stay with me. You stay within my range. You'll hit it. I remember feeling like I'm not going to vomit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna collapse and just convulse.
Yeah.
Like I'm beyond what I can do. And he's screaming at me from 20 yards away. Stay with me. We're on the last lap. Brian Trauber, who called me to get my job at DeSmet, or told me about the job at DeSmet, is screaming, you're not going to make it on the last 200 meters, which is like the last half of the track.
Yeah.
You've a ways to go. You're not going to make it. You got to go. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I cross the finish line and I hear the ref or the whatever guy yell, 5:55. And I collapse.
Holy shit.
And a dog pile of our classmates and guys from 05, literally, like football, piled on me.
Nice.
They piled on me. And they're all screaming and hooting and howling. And I'm like, I love you guys. I love you guys. And that's why Rudy touches me, because I think that there have been a lot of people, regardless of your athletic ability, but when you have that moment as a human where you decide, I'm gonna find something in me that I didn't think I had and pull it out, and you have somebody or some people that help you find that is like, I'm sorry, I'm getting deep on Let's Get Comfortable, but that is I think the epitome of the greatness of the human race.
It's a powerful moment.
It is when the people around you say you're better than you think you are.
Yeah.
And I'm going to help you find it. And then when you do, you're like,
holy shit.
It really is a holy shit moment.
Yeah.
And that is really what Rudy is about. It's this one guy who was like, I'm better than people think I am.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, he's not sure. And then when they go in and they put the jerseys on the coach's desk,
Oh, yeah, that's
They're-
the best.
he suddenly realizes, like, I'm meant to be here. I can
Fuck
do
yeah.
this.
Walked on to fucking Notre Dame. Like, Rudy is 100% why I love Notre Dame. He is 100% why I played football. Like, holy fuck, you know?
And then, after all that fucking shit, he goes back in time and saves that Bilbo Frodo shit from the fucking ring thing. So
He's a good man.
it worked out. So anyway, that's my answer.
Great answer.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Is that it? Are we done?
I think it is.
Oh no, we're not. We're done with the questions. We have to make.
We
a
have to
phone
call Mr. Kling. I'm gonna give him a hard 3-minute warning. By the way, this is Mark Kling. He is Andy Kling's father. He likes to sit in his garage, do woodworking events, and watch TV and drink Busch beer. So this should be his first call. Got a little out of hand, so I don't know how this one's gonna go. What do you think, Pat?
Hopefully, better than the first time.
Hello?
Marquise,
Yes.
welcome to Let's Get Comfortable, sir.
Are you on the air?
We're on the air right now.
What channel?
Oh God.
It's a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pat, say hello to Mark Kling.
Mark, Pat Morris, how are you, sir?
Pat, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to have you on the show.
Andy called me and he said that, or he texted me, he said that you guys are going legit, and is that correct? You're like on 590. You know, I got my receiver on 590, and I can't bring you in. Or-
No.
or we called you.
That was something else. Andy's misconstruing what I was saying. No,
Construing.
yeah, we are very much of the podcast world still. We have nothing to do with 590.
Okay. All right.
But
Are you all comfortable?
yeah, we got our pants off. How about you?
I'm putting an extra pair of pants on because I think that's just weird. So,
That's okay. To each their own.
Mark is a generational thing, you know.
I'm a what?
It's a generational thing, I guess.
I guess. Are you drinking anything?
Yes, sir.
Mark, tonight we're drinking the Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch. They're nice.
Down home punch. That's nice. Yeah.
And Pat actually you're actually gonna love this one. Pat brought a port wine called Cockburns.
A port wine?
Yeah, it's called Cockburns.
Cockburn Special Reserve.
Huh. Why would I like that?
You know, because of the cock and the burns.
Every guy loves when their cock burns, right?
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
What are you doing tonight? You out in the garage? It's a wonderful evening.
I am in the garage, yes, and I'm just thought about my old buddy Jim. You know, he's getting married. Saw the thing on the the save the date thing on the refrigerator with giving her a piece of pizza. Yeah, that was that's classy.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a classy event. Pat is actually going to be our officiant, so...
Officiants.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting them married, Mark.
What?
I'm certified as a reverend in the state of Missouri by the Universal Life Church.
Are you gonna have your pants off when you officiate?
That's debatable. We haven't had the rehearsal yet.
Yeah,
so.
I honestly, to be completely honest, if Jim and Colleen are okay with it, I will do it for them. It's their wedding. I'm just the person who says the words.
Huh.
I mean, and you can put a second pair of pants on if that makes you feel more comfortable.
Pretty much all I can say is, huh,
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
huh.
Huh?
Hey, Mark, what do you think about this MLS thing?
What, multi-list service or what? What are you talking about?
As in,
You son of a bitch.
he had that one queued up.
Are you in real estate now or what? I mean, the MLS is the multi-listing service. What are you talking about?
You know, this little soccer league that might come to town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need more soccer in this town.
Do we?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I would love it. I'm gonna vote yes.
They can pay for it, though.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for it.
I'm down for it.
What do you think, Pat?
I think that if we had soccer in this town, it would make things. I think it would make things even more eventful to go to downtown. They're trying to redo Union Station. They've got the aquarium coming, and the Blues Scottrade's being renovated. We're in a good position to really make things happen downtown. That's my opinion, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
We got to make sure people get out and vote.
Very astute, Pat. That was... What are you on another website or what?
No, I'm just I just been known to be articulate after a couple drinks.
Mark, we all went to DeSmet Jesuit High School, so that's really that's what you paid for right there.
So I was down in Mexico the other day, and it was the craziest thing. There was this gal that had both legs. She didn't have legs, man.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh my God, how you doing?" She's, I said, "Oh, all right." I said, "I'm Mark," and she said, "My name's Consuelo."
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's all I got.
That is unbelievable.
I'm gonna hang up now. If you want, if you want some more material, you call me back up. I don't know.
All right, Mark, we will do that. Always a pleasure. You're always welcome on the show.
Thanks, Mark.
You don't have anybody else calling in, right, Dave?
No, not tonight.
You are numero uno tonight.
Okay, I got 1 million of them. Call me back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
See you, Mark.
See ya. Mark Kling, everyone. It was a treat. We got to wrap this thing up.
We do.
But I think it's been a wonderful evening. We got to touch on drink of the show. We got to touch on fish fries and how awesome they are. And
wait. We didn't talk about fish fries.
We did. And we are going to go see our friend, Chris Denman. And we're going to have a good evening.
We need to talk to Chris.
Yeah. I say, yeah, we need to talk to Chris.
But,
we'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Are we going to leave it at that?
We're leaving it at that. It's
okay.
A nice little treat for the folks.
Real quick, though.
Yeah.
You at St. Ferdinand's tonight.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Sure.
Just to make sure that we have this wrapped up.
St. Ferdinand's, world renowned.
And I went to St. Cecilia's. I was told you had to get there by 4:30, 5 o'clock. I thought it was stupid. You really do have to because you wait in line that long, but worth it. They have mariachi band, Mexican dancers, margaritas bigger than your face, if you were into that kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Well, good. Well, for my co-host, Patty Mo.
And for my co-host, Jimmy B.
This has been Let's Get Comfortable. We have big things coming.
Please.
Just wait.
Stay tuned. And that is not just a teaser. That's a promise.
Absolutely. Stay comfortable. And vote yes on Propositions 1 and 2 on April 4th.
MLS to STL.